If you're planning on buying any cards from TCG Player, make sure you use our affiliate link right here in the description of our video to help support the channel. It's the best way to do it.
Are you looking for Rebel Clash codes? They are already available on Poton Store, as you can see, and you can use Tablemon code for 5% off or for any purchase of all the other code cards they have.
For the European players, Millibots Gaming has everything you need from collectibles to all the new Pokemon Sword and Shield cards, and Rebel Clash is now in stock. Make sure you use Tablemon code for 5% off your final purchase.
Hello everyone and welcome back to another day of Road to Worlds or Players Cup or however you want to call it. Thanks so much for joining me. We are going to be taking a look at LUCMETAL combined with ZACIAN, the different approach to the combo ZACIAN that has been quite popular lately. But LUCMETAL does offer a very nice GX attack in Full Metal Wall GX where for the rest of the game, your metal Pokemon takes 30 less damage. So immediately you have that minus 30 that both metal goggles and the metal frying pans provide, but you have that for the rest of the game, and you can stack that on top of the metal goggles or on top of the metal frying pan. Now we do have the attack Steel Fist dealing 50 damage and powering up metal energy from the deck if need be, and Heavy Impact doing a solid 150 for 4. But the main reason for this Pokemon is for the GX attack, and especially because if you have an extra metal, or an extra energy rather, attached to LUCMETAL, you actually get to discard all the energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon, along with the benefit of the damage reduction. So that's really good to slow down Dragapult, it's really good to slow down Pikarom. It's just good overall. Energy denial is quite popular these days, and so combining Full Metal Wall with the Crushing Hammers is obviously very, very nice. Now we do have our good old ZACIAN, our good doggo, ZACIAN V with the Intrepid Sword ability where we can draw cards and attach, draw 3 cards and attach metal energy we find there onto ZACIAN whilst finishing our turn. And we have Brave Blade, of course, doing a very solid amount of damage, 230. We have a healthy number of metal energy, 11, so that we have decent chances of finding some with Intrepid Sword. And then we have Mew for bench barrier protection, we have Fion to move things around, we have Oranguru just for extra draw support, we have the Tapu Fini to help combat the Beyblade Cephalon matchup, we have Jirachi for consistency, and our Eldegoss to recover either Boss's Orders, Maulana, Marnie, or Research. Since we are going to have very tanky stations with the GX attack, the Metal Frying Pan, Maulana is a pretty nice inclusion in this to not only get the switch effect, but also be able to heal, right? If your opponent is going to have a hard time dealing damage, while healing some of the damage that they actually managed to deal will be pretty impactful. And then we have Chaotic Spell to mess with our opponent's stadiums, we have our Metal Saucers, we have the Frying Pans, we have switching cards, we have Tool Scrapper, and we have a couple of Acrobikes. I definitely don't like the Acrobikes here. This is the list from the Limitless Q4 tournament. The highest placing LUCMETAL was a Japanese player that was using this list. I would personally take out the 2 Acrobikes, put in a 4th Marnie, put in a 2nd Escapeboard, and call it a day. But we're gonna play with the list as is. Let's jump into the ladder and see if we can continue our win streak. Right? As you can see, I've been more active with this account. Been grinding more. I haven't been playing the tournaments because the tournament leaderboard is still right. Let me just check actually, but I'm pretty sure it's still missing a bunch of points, and that makes me very sad. Right? That makes me very sad. I should have around 50 points, and currently I only have 20. Yeah, I still have 20, I've had 20 for a few days. It feels like they're just not gonna be added, and that's very disappointing. But we'll see. You know, we shall see. However, if you are watching this video today, Saturday, you should be tuning in later today to the stream. Yeah, the stream for the Pokemon Players Cup Kickoff Invitational. I will be playing there. Maybe I'm not super concerned about the points because I won the event. I don't know. You'll just have to tune in and find out over on the twitch.tv/Pokemon Twitch channel, where the game will be live streamed. Pretty sad hand for us, honestly, not gonna lie. No way for us to get energy, and we priced 2 of them, so missing the energy drop on turn 1 is not great, and not being able to attach is also, and pricing 2 of them is also not great. I should still wish I should be good. I should try to be good, at least sometimes. I'll keep the crushing hammer, right? My opponent will know that I'm threatening with energy removal, but that's okay. I do find a metal, so that compensates a little for the fact that I wasn't able to attach. I don't expect to be able to attack next turn unless I get a very lucky acrobat finding double metal or something. We're probably up against the compensation deck, that's what I would expect. That's the most common deck, usually. So perhaps the energy denial will go a long way here for us. We'll see. Yeah, we shall see. And having Metal Frying Pan plus the GX attack, this could just be a mirror match after seeing that Feeny. Like so far, you could not tell, honestly. Blood Disorder is not super impactful. My hand is honestly pretty good. My opponent finds an energy off of the ability, so big difference, right? Getting the attachments and finding an energy. Now I'm in a spread spot. I do flip heads, however, so that's very useful. I will play the stadium, and I know my opponent has boss disorders, so I'm just gonna split the energy because I know my opponent has boss disorders in his hand. The Metal Frying Pan is actually very, very useful. I'll just go ahead and attach both. And then why not Crushing Hammer, right? Why not just take another chance, another shot with the Crushing Hammer? I do like that. I'll bench the other Jirachi though. My setup is not like super stable. I flip heads surprisingly, and I find another energy, so things are looking much better now. Much, much better, especially after my opponent's kind of underwhelming, right? Kind of underwhelming starts. Pretty happy so far. Pretty happy so far. Alright, so we're getting Marnied. We do end up putting 3 supporters at the bottom of the deck, but we end up finding 2 more. Not super happy about losing 2 switches since I've already used 1. So it's actually really annoying, and we do confirm that it is, in fact, the combo station deck. After seeing Malulana, after seeing double Crushing Hammer, I would expect my opponent to kind of figure out that he's not up against the mirror match, but he's actually up against the LUCMETAL metal version of the deck. We'll see. We'll see. I feel like removing energy might end up being pretty crucial at some point. It might end up being pretty crucial. Right, so there's a ZACIAN, there's another Intrepid Sword, back up to 2 energies, right? Attachment and Saucer. I do like seeing the Metal Saucer gone. Okay, so I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna still wish. Honestly, I think we just want to go aggressive, right? No reason not to. No reason not to. The Metal Frying Pans protect us. We are denying yet another 2 energies. Right? We are denying yet another 2 energies. We are going ahead into prize cards. So even though we might end up missing a few switching cards, yeah, we just get the concession. That was quite lucky in finding that boss disorder, that's for sure. That was quite lucky. I did still wish before I researched since I had the switches already in hand. I wasn't even sure if I was going to research. I was considering simply using Intrepid Sword once again, but hey, it worked out in the end. Right? It worked out in the end, and we're getting closer to some pretty nice looking tournament tickets. I really hope I don't have to grind too much because of the missing point situation. Right? I hope I don't have to grind too much. Definitely doing pretty well in the few tournaments I've played. Even the ones like I've lost in the first round, but I've lost every time to the eventual winner. So even those are awarding me 4 points, which is half of first place, which is a bunch, right? So yeah. Decent start, can't complain. We'll start Jirachi, we have this guy, we have the attachments. We have Annoyingness, we have Recovery, we have a little bit of Draw, we have Stowish as well. I'll lead with the acrobike, and I'm definitely gonna keep the quick ball. Like, I kinda seeing station. I don't expect any bench damage worry. So what I'm gonna do, is I'm gonna give my opponent this false sense of security, right? That he's up against a mirror match. If this is something similar to the mirror match, okay? And then when he commits a lot of energy to one station, that's when I go boop, LUCMETAL, my friend. Well, that's what I'm gonna try to do. Oh, this is control. Never mind. Oh my god. Ugh. Well, never mind. Okay, this just means we have to be as aggressive as we can. Knocking out Zacian will be pretty good, right? Completely changes our strategy. Like, you see a Zacian, it's much more common to expect a mirror match or some sort of Zacian deck than control, I feel. Go ahead and Stellar Wish. I'll grab another switch. I like that. And then goodbye Zacian. Great blade for the KO. Two prizes, turn 2 against Mail, and eliminating the Zacian can be pretty good. Right? Can be pretty good. And I have a guaranteed attack next turn. But if I do commit to that, I should probably do it with the LUCMETAL. Right? 250, eliminate the doll, and power the LUCMETAL up. Saving the switching card as well. Because Articuno is definitely a problem, right? Articuno is definitely a problem. A little bit more so than the dolls. Oh, 3 dolls already, jeez. Meowth. Okay, that Meowth is a little scary. But no Zacian is good, right? And no Senchino either. Alright, so I definitely think LUCMETAL is the option here. So I'm gonna retreat. Then I'm gonna Stellar Wish, grabbing the switching card, and then I'm gonna go for a Metal Saucer onto this guy. I go ahead and attach. I'm gonna go ahead and switch, and then I really don't want Persian to mess me up and make me lose this switch. So I'm actually just gonna do this, right? I'm gonna grab Oranguru, and I'm gonna protect the switch. Okay, I'm gonna protect the switch. Just in case something weird happens, I want the switch to be safe in the deck. Okay, and I'll hit for 50. Oh, maybe that wasn't a great idea actually, because now my deck gets shuffled and I'm not gonna top deck the switch. Okay, no Meowth promotion, which means I'm like, well, yeah, why would you use Persian here? Never mind. Why would you ever use Persian here? Alright. Lily's Pokédoll. I hope it's just a pass, right? I hope it's just a pass. Okay, well there's Mimikyu. There's Lusamine. Seems like we're gonna have to use Cynthia Caitlyn, but okay. Doesn't go out of his way to get that prize card. Crushing Hammer doesn't matter. Ultimate Wisdom. Took out Marnie, but we know my opponent's hand is not great, so I'm just gonna steal this. I'm gonna attach to myself. Having this Marnie here, I think, is a very nice call. What I will probably do is the turn he uses Mimikyu to discard a supporter, is the turn I will mark. Unless my opponent decides to go for a Persian here, which I'd be very surprised. To just discard one card? Give up a prize card to discard one card? That doesn't make much sense to me. So Syntax discards the stadium, gets back the LUCMETAL. Quick ball. For Maranguru. Fire and capture there. Right. So another prize card. We'll definitely take it. So what I'm thinking here is start attaching to a station and then save the Marnie. Because now it does matter. Ooh, boss's orders. Okay, because of the boss's orders, I'm gonna play this. And I'm gonna bench another Jirachi. Okay, so I take a prize. Well, there's no North threat of Persian. What am I thinking? I just increase the chance of him hitting the boss's orders with Marty. So yeah, that was probably not a good call. Crushing Hammer, head flip. That's a big punish for me. We're attaching it. Yeah, I way overthought the last turn. Way overthought the last turn. But that bit of being bench is actually pretty nice. Because I get a prize card and I get to do it with my Steel Fist attack. And then I have another Boss's Orders and an Eldegoss to hopefully finish off the game. Right? Hopefully. And it goes down to 2 dolls, so. Sky Pillar and Syntax. Quick balls. I'm going to try to sin as much as he can because he's in quite a desperate spot. Quite a desperate spot. And then the pass. Okay. I really don't want to deal with Persian. So that's why I'm going after this deal. I'm just going to go ahead and Steel Fist. Power myself up. I do have Eldegoss and I do have the other boss's order. So technically, I have everything I need in order to draw 2 prize cards, right? Technically. We'll see, right? We'll see if we can get there before we deck out. It would be fantastic if my opponent flipped tails, but it would be even better. Yeah, like I will go out of my way to KO this Maranguru, which means I'm gonna research. Because him putting cards back into the deck is not that impactful. Capture energy, nice. Did not realize that was a capture energy. See the Syntax lane. We'll probably see the first Cinchino finally. Yeah, we'll probably see the first Cinchino from that. Like my opponent's duo Cinchino, you know? There it is. Here it is. Double, actually. So in an ideal world, oof, that's 3 for 3 hands for my opponent though. Or 4? I think it might have been 4 for 4. So I guess it kind of compensates a little. Giraffe, 3 medals prize, 2 saucers gone, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I have 3 medals and 2 saucers available still. Giraffe not super impactful. Not getting a prize card here would be pretty bad. Well, not bad, but it would set me back a turn in terms of pressure, right? So that's why I'm gonna go out of my way to find that metal energy, and that's why I'm going to research. That doesn't matter. Do I want to save the Marnie? I feel like I want to have that extra dig. I want to look at 8 cards in case I whiff the energy, which I don't, and that's perfect. That is absolutely perfect. Okay. I have the knockout. I believe I should leave this guy powered up. I should play this. And I should save the saucer, just in case. I will play these, however, just to get them out, right? In case I get reset stamped or anything. I will discard that energy, and then we'll go heavy impact. Okay, so we are 1 prize card away, right? We are 1 prize card away, we have 2 people powered up. The MMQ is not impactful at all. My opponent can only promote dolls now in order to try and save himself. And he did put the 2 that I had already discarded back. So there's the potential of having to deal with 4 Lily's Polkadol still before we win. So then the question becomes, do I care? Right? Do I just try and attack the Polkadols, or do I focus on using Intrepid Sword and or Stellar Wish to try to find Eldegoss or the other Boss's Orders to win? That's the decision I will have to make from now until my turn. Right? Why is the camera so weirdly positioned? Okay. Puts back LUCMETAL, puts back Syndicate. We haven't seen Mars, we haven't seen Articuno yet. Right? But obviously with 2 threats powered up, Articuno makes no sense here. Interesting game, right? Interesting game where I've been very fortunate and things have been working out pretty nicely for me. Alright. The energy attachment there, that's for retreating purposes. Play Surge, okay. Belil, that's away, okay, that's fair. So first card to be Belil is the Saucer, and a switching card, and the Quick Ball, right? And then the others were, these 3 were not impactful, these 3 were very impactful, right? The first 3 were very, very impactful, but it does get me closer to the Eldegoss potentially, so definitely gets me closer to the Eldegoss. There's a fire, so probably no Articuno. She's gonna be good old mill. They can mill 11 cards, right? There's no Macargo GX in the discard pile. We saw the fire, of course, so there's that possibility. Could simply just not be in the deck yet. But yeah, KOing the ZACIAN made this so much easier. Okay. The thing is, they probably have access to the dolls, right? So is it even worth it? I feel like I should just Stellar Wish, honestly. Like, just retreat and Stellar Wish. Now play to win. Keep the boss's orders in hand, right? I don't have the switching card. Not the switching card. Oh, but this actually wins me the game. There we go. This actually wins me the game. Because now I can just kill everything. My opponent doesn't know that I don't have the switching card. Or that a regular switching card, but I do have Malomana. And that will be the game. Very nice. Very nice. I had, I guess, a few outs. The Quick Ball, right? The Quick Ball would have been an out, and a draw supporter could have given me the Fion as well, plus a potential switching card. I still have 1 switch left, I believe, and the escape board, because clearly my escape board wasn't my last prize. So yeah, Pretty solid win, pretty solid matchup against Mill, but that's not gonna be the norm, right? I got very lucky that my opponent ended up starting a ZACIAN. They were never able to either they never wanted to bench another one, or they just decided not to. But that really slowed them down, and they found their Cinchino so late, so I got too far ahead to the point where I was just one ghost away from winning. Yeah, so that's gonna be it for today's video. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, it really helps out the channel, and I will see you next time. Bye.